Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another episode, but of CWS WWE Breakdown. Obviously, we've been TTW Temple Talks Wrestling for a while, but we thought we wanted to change the name up a little bit so we can be more authentic for you guys. Because obviously, we've loved what we've done everything so far, but just in the case of we want to be able to know that one, we're talking about wrestling, but in WWE, so people know what to expect and everything. So, but that's just a quick disclaimer on why the name
Update.
change. Yeah. So, but in today's video is an extra special video. We are going to be giving you guys our WrestleMania 42 predictions. Obviously, the full card has been released. We know which match is going on night 1 and night 2, and we're just going to give our breakdown of every single match that's going on. Before we get started, how excited are you guys on a scale of 1 to 10 for this year's WrestleMania?
I'd
10?
have to
10.
say a 10.
Okay.
Definitely 10. Well, yeah.
I'd have
I would say 10. Zach, what are you going to say?
Honestly, I'm going to give this, we'll get into it. I'm really at a 7.5 right now. Like,
Okay.
and the reason for that is for some of the matches we're going to talk about. Other than that, we'll get into it.
Let's get into it because we do have a lot. So let's here we go.
So,
I'd have to say I'm a 6.8.
okay. So, all right. So, obviously, night 1. First match. We don't know if it's going to open the night, but it will be on the first hour of ESPN. Just announced this past Friday on Monday Night Raw, a 6-man tag match between LA Knight and the Usos and The Vision and I Show Speed. Obviously, this is going to the celebrity angle. Going into this match as a whole, what are you guys expecting? And are you obviously? I think this is going to be a little bit of a comedic match, but also I think pretty entertaining because you got a lot of guys that are able to do a lot of things, especially with Logan Paul and Speed, how athletic they are. But what are you expecting out of this match? And I guess who do you guys have winning ultimately?
Well, first off, I think it is going to open the night. I think WWE, especially with the route that they're going in terms of celebrities and all that BS that they're doing right now, and ticket sales and getting it out to the public with TKO and Ari Emanuel and all that stuff. I'm definitely going to say that this is going to open night over Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. Okay. But in terms of this match, I'm excited for it, guys. I know there's mixed emotions about having celebrities within WWE right now. But Speed's been great. Speed doesn't overstep. He's not there all the time. He's not in a crazy feud that he shouldn't be in at all. This is a mid-show feud. This is a mid-card feud, and it's a fun feud, and it's an entertaining feud. No titles are on the line. It's a 6-man tag match. It's gonna be mad entertaining. Like you said, the athletic ability between these guys, it's gonna be great. I don't see how this match can go wrong. And this is a great match, I think, to open up WrestleMania, especially since you want to get eyeballs. Speed has a big following, and it's on ESPN to start off. So, you know, Logan Paul, get that following, keep it. Then next up, you have Jacob Fatu and McIntyre. So from there, I think it's a good open to WrestleMania. I love it so far. Um, I don't see how they can butcher this.
How about for you, Ed?
I like it, except the fact that the tag titles aren't being defended. I think every title should be defended at WrestleMania, and I think it's kind of null if their titles are not defended. But I'm excited for the match overall. I'm just sad that the tag titles are not being defended.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think it sucks because, like, I think WrestleMania should be the opportunity for you to showcase all of your championships, and you can, and not every championship match has to have a long-term storyline. It can be something that's built over the weeks and then paid off at WrestleMania. So it does suck in that sense. But I'm pretty pumped for this match. I mean, you get a guy like Speed onto the map, and he's obviously been working because I don't know if you guys saw when he did Speed Goes Pros, he worked with Sheamus and Randy Orton. Like he has the determination and has the will to do well in this business, and he's just an entertaining guy to watch. Like, especially on Monday night when he just casually jumped over LA Knight, cleared him like it was nothing, and then crawled into the ring. I think it's going to be interesting the angle they do with this because it seems like every time there's been an interaction, Speed's been scared out of his life, which is understandable. And I loved the angle they did when LA Knight coming onto his stream and throwing him through his computer screen. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. And overall, I'm just excited to see what they do with this match. I think it's really gonna come down to, I think, I don't even think it's gonna be like a technical wrestling match. I just think it's just gonna be a fun match. It's gonna be a fun way to open the show, and I think there's gonna be a lot of entertaining spots in it that you're just gonna be like laughing, or you're just gonna be like, wow, that's insane. So, but for me, before I hand it off to you guys, when it comes to the winner, I think that I want to think they're not gonna. Uh, I want to think they want to give it to the celebrities, but I also don't think so. I think they're gonna go with LA Knight and the Usos because it's history has shown us the past few times that the celebrities don't win. So, and Speed's the type of guy that like he's come on these past few weeks and he's been able to build a storyline. They're obviously gonna want him back. So, and don't forget he is technically on the heel side because of Danhausen, and that's why I love how this angle has started with him getting involved because of Danhausen. So, but I do think the Usos and LA Knight will just pick up the win solely on the fact that history has shown us celebrities don't win all the time, and I think this is a scenario where it could happen.
I will say that to your point, um, I, to your point, I would say I think the baby faces are winning. Um, I first match of the night, I think they want to set a precedent. I don't see the heels beating the Usos and LA Knight, especially since Logan Paul and Austin Theory have the titles. I'm assuming they're gonna want the Usos to win so they can keep that rivalry going somehow. I'm assuming, maybe the Raw after we get another title match between the Usos and the Vision. But if the Vision win now, it's like I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's nothing to gain from the Vision winning this match, really. They already have the titles. So I would definitely give it to the baby faces to win. To Ed's point, when he said that he thinks the title should be defended, WrestleMania is the place. Although I agree with you, I would disagree for this WrestleMania. This WrestleMania, you can say it was because the build wasn't that good, but there was really nothing in place to have a watch-worthy title match at WrestleMania this year, right? Sure, they could have did the Vision versus the Usos again, but that's not really. I feel like with the addition of Logan Paul and Speed, to be honest, it makes it more of a WrestleMania match. Because like we kind of did this last year. We had the New Day versus the War Raiders for the Raw Tag Team titles. That was a bathroom break. I was letting my stomach was releasing throughout that match. Okay, so I'm glad that this year they understood the magnitude of WrestleMania and that you shouldn't just throw matches together just to make championships be on the card. So I like that they said, okay, we just defended the Raw Tag Team titles a couple weeks ago. Vision won. Speed's coming in. I like it. I think it's going to be great. Good, fun opening match. And yeah, it's a good start.
What about for you, Ed? Who do you have winning?
I got the faces winning. LA Knight is a charismatic genius, and I really like what he's doing with Speed, but I can't see Speed winning. He's a celebrity. I'm not a big fan of celebrities winning at WrestleMania. Um, Unless, of course, you're talking about like Bad Bunny, who has cultural ties to like Puerto Rico, where he won his match.
Yeah, no, I think
Speed doesn't have any connections to Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And it's like Bad Bunny has already had so much experience in the company, and like he was a born performer. Like he's the type of guy that came into this business and got it like that. And I'm not saying Speed can't get it either, but I think you give him some time, have him lose this match. Then if you want to keep him around, then you can build something off of that. So, but moving on to the next match that will open up on ESPN on the first hour, an unsanctioned match between Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. How you guys feeling about this match going into WrestleMania?
FATU. Fatu. Listen, this match is gonna steal. This match might steal the show. Although to me, um, I think personally, I think the build. I think it was good. I think it was a good build. I think it got a little stale for me personally, but I think the build was fine. Okay. Drew McIntyre lost the WWE Championship. Jacob Fatu had nothing else. You put them together, it makes sense. Like it's great. It was, I couldn't have seen anything else with them for WrestleMania except for the Fatal Four Way, right? Um, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's going to be absolutely magnificent. It's an unsanctioned match. Anything goes. These are two heavyweights. And again, WWE, they're really smart. This is going to be the second match on the card. Eyeballs going to be watching. This isn't the Bella Twins versus Lash Legend and Nia Jax for the second match. This is an entertaining match to get people to watch. So that's good that they did that. And it's going to be great. Um, if I had to choose a winner, I would think that they're gonna have Jacob Fatu win just because Drew McIntyre just lost. Okay, Drew McIntyre just lost. Okay, so they're gonna have him lose to Cody and then beat Jacob. They could, and then maybe they're gonna do a Drew Randy feud when Randy wins. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I think it's very directionless right now, just in the sense where it's like I'm just gonna do this like a moment of silence for Drew McIntyre's title reign. It came too late, so, and I just think at the end of the day, like this is what they had to get these two under the Mania card because they've been around the main event scene, the championship scene, all leading up to WrestleMania, and since they wanted Randy Cody all along, throwing these two together just made the most logical sense. I'm happy it's for a stipulation. If it wasn't, I would not be excited about this match whatsoever.
correct.
But I think it's gonna be a great match, and where it's like you got McIntyre, who's just that guy, and Fatu, who can do whatever the heck he wants. Like he can
Whatever he wants.
I can see
Exactly.
like this match is gonna go out, run out into the crowd. Fatu's gonna be jumping off of crates and whatever the heck. He might
It's
even
gonna
be.
be great. It's gonna be a WrestleMania match. That's what it's gonna be.
It is. We might get like a Shane O'Mac part 2 with Fatu jumping off the stage or something like that. Like dude's just an animal. Like I think it's just it makes more sense. Like you can have the first match, the celebrity match is like the opening match. It goes like 10 minutes, maybe 15, and then the babyfaces win. This is gonna be the bulk of that hour on ESPN. This is gonna be like the 45 minutes. Like it's not gonna be 45 minutes, but it's gonna be like you'll have the first match and then you'll have this bulk of it
I agree.
on
I agree.
ESPN.
I
So,
agree.
but uh, so you said you had Fatu, correct?
If I had to pick one right now, I would choose Jacob Fatu. Because then maybe Drew will take a break, or maybe Drew will go on like a rampage run and be mad. But I feel like there's more direction if Drew lost,
Okay,
than giving Fatu a loss. So
makes sense. What about
yeah.
you, Ed?
It's gonna be Fatu. If I remember correctly, Drew McIntyre's got that movie as film, and I think he's gonna take a break, maybe come back before SummerSlam. It's gonna be Fatu.
Yeah, because I think I agree with you guys in that sense. Where Fatu just came back, it kind of makes no sense for him to lose his first real feud because that Cody Rhodes feud wasn't even built enough to even have a clean match. So this is his first real feud since coming back, and you need Fatu on screen. You need him to have leverage because we still don't know who attacked him. Because I think we're all in agreement it's not Drew McIntyre. I think we kind of all know who it is based off what got knocked out, his teeth. But we'll see how that gets paid off, if it gets paid off at all. Knowing how WWE loves to run their storylines, they don't get paid off, unfortunately. So, but I'm just hoping this match like just bangs. Like it's an unsanctioned match. The last time we had an unsanctioned match, it banged with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I'm just hoping for more of the same in this match. So, but moving on to after the first hour of the show. This is no in particular order, but one of the matches on the card. But we obviously have to talk about this. Yes, it's we know 3 out of the 4 teams that are going to be in the match, but obviously the Bella Twins are up in the air because of Nikki Bella getting her ankle injury. As of right now, the report is that if Nikki Bella isn't cleared for WrestleMania, the Kabuki Warriors will take their spot. But if she is cleared, we might get hopefully Asuka versus Io Sky at WrestleMania. One, what are your thoughts on all that? Uh, what could be occurring, and what are you hoping for at the end of the day?
Go ahead, Ed.
I feel like Asuka and Io Sky definitely need a WrestleMania match. It'll be a travesty if they don't get a match. She was world champion walking into it. She better at least be on the card coming into it. It's they need to be in a match.
I just want to highlight. First of all, I agree. I think Io Sky needs to be on the card, but I just want to highlight that every time that there's a segment between these ladies on television, that it's a skip. I just haven't cared in the last couple of weeks. I do think, despite that, the WrestleMania match is going to be good. I'm glad they made it a fatal four way. Those always bang. More people, more matchups, more, you know, more fighting. It's going to be great. If we would have just got the Bella Twins versus Nia Jax and Last Legend, it would have been a bathroom break. But this I'll watch. In terms of Asuka versus Io Sky and the Bella Twins, listen, if let's say Nikki Bella isn't there, right? Let's say they do throw in Asuka and Kari Sane. What does Io Sky do? I'm confused. I haven't I don't know. I don't think she's gonna get a match. I
No,
think maybe this is why they started incorporating her with Rhea Ripley. Maybe they're two separate things. But like if she doesn't have a match, she'll be involved within that matchup, definitely. So we'll see her at WrestleMania. But what the fact if she's in a match, Io might be getting the short end of the stick this year because of Triple H's poor creative decisions. Um, so I'm not sure, but we will see.
I just got to get this out of the way now.
Uh-oh.
You mean to tell me
Uh-oh.
that if Nikki Bella isn't cleared, you're gonna have your two champions that walked into this arena last year not even be on the WrestleMania card? What sense does that make whatsoever? And another thing, you literally have a storyline built within a storyline of the. You have two storylines in that Asuka versus Io Sky possibility match. The match right there, mentor versus like the teacher versus the student, right there, perfectly. But then you have the third element, Kyrie Sane. When this would be the perfect opportunity for get those two on the WrestleMania card and get the Kyrie Sane face turn because they've been building it all throughout WrestleMania. I'll finish it and then I'll let you go.
Hmm.
And I think it would be criminal to have this finish because if she doesn't get on the card, we're gonna get a Kyrie Sane face turn on like the Raw after Mania or like leading up to like Backlash or something, which I think is absolutely criminal.
Sure. Um, let's say Nikki Bella and Brie Bella aren't there, and let's say they do the Asuka versus Io Sky. Does it become a triple threat, or what team? Because the women's tag division is abysmal. Who else is gonna join the fray?
No, they said the Kabuki Warriors will take their place.
Oh, you think it's just gonna be? You think Asuka's gonna do twice?
No, so it's literally Asuka. Asuka is in this tag match, or she's facing Io Sky at Mania. I think that's what's been confirmed throughout this wrestling social media community. Like that's
So,
what they've been hearing.
but that's my thing. So we're just all complacent with we're all just we're all cool on the fact that if Nikki Bella says if she can't perform, the Kabuki Warriors take over and Io Sky just has nothing. Like I'm trying to think, is there another
Yeah, she's gonna be
direction?
in Rhea Ripley's corner
Is there
for
so there's
WrestleMania.
no other direction for Io Sky that she can compete at WrestleMania? I have heard. That's why I brought it up. I've heard Asuka can do double duty. Why can't she do double duty? There still needs, okay, you can do Asuka and Io Sky on night two. Night two only has 6 matches. Okay, so you can add that one there. Then it'll be 7 and 7. And then
Yeah.
add the Kabuki Warriors for the first night. And then maybe for this match, have Io Sky interfere and mess Asuka's chances up so then
No,
it
not
gives
even
more.
not even that. Not even that. I'll present something better to you to finish off
Sure.
the second part of the storyline, which I think
Okay.
this is a great idea. I don't think WWE Creative's that smart, but we'll talk about it. They might not have control of this at this point of WrestleMania, but we'll talk about that with the infamous match. this would work in the sense where you throw the Kabuki Warriors in this match. Kairi Sane accidentally costs Asuka. Asuka's yelling at her again. We get the match the next night, and that's where the Kairi Sane baby first turn happens. She's tired of the disrespect. Kairi, like, this is, I think they could do something like this. Have them cost it on Saturday night. The ref gets knocked out in the second match, and it's obviously just a regular plain match. Asuka tells Kairi to get the chair. She gets the chair, and then she hits Asuka on the back. That, I think, would get a massive pop because people want the Kairi Sane face turn. I know she's not like a massive star in the women's division, but when WWE sees storylines that could get built off and get big pops, like I don't know if you agree with it. I think it would get a big pop because a lot of people want to see Kairi Sane have her own run as a babyface, and to do it at WrestleMania against another person who's her mentor, and Asuka, I think would be big.
Sure, I agree.
So,
Definitely.
but we'll move on to the tag team match. No matter what, Bella Twins, the Kabuki Warriors. Who do you guys have winning this Fatal 4-Way?
Ed.
If all goes to plan, I want to see Bailey and Lyra win. I think they have good chemistry, and they're going to bring great things to the tag division if they win the titles. Maybe even set up a feud for definitely see after they win the titles and they lose the titles, they're definitely going to feud. I think they have great chemistry together. I hope it's Bailey and Lyra.
Chris?
Now it's all based on if they're in there. Okay. They signed a 2-year deal. Listen, give me the Bella Twins winning. What are we talking about? Excuse me. If we had to pick a team from these four to win the titles, we don't want to see Charlotte and Alexa again. They need to end that. They need to wrap that up. Okay. They've been in the tag division for the whole year. Wrap it up after WrestleMania, right? Nia and Lash Legend, they're no draw. Nobody really cares. Okay, they've held the titles. They've done their thing and they've done great, right? Bailey and Lyra, they don't need the titles for them to start a feud afterwards. Okay, they don't need it. They can start a feud after WrestleMania and, like, let's say Lyra gets pinned or something, or Bailey gets pinned and the other one gets mad at the other. That's how they can start it. Give me the tag division, and the tag team titles would be more watchable with the Bella Twins as the champions, because then you can do the Bella Twins versus each team. The Bella Twins are much more of a draw than Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. Are you kidding me? I know that on maybe social media, but Nikki Bella and Brie Bella, give them the tag team titles, okay? The match is going to be good. I'm not telling you to let them hold them for a whole year. Just give them the tag team titles, okay? And then when they eventually get it taken off of them, it'll make that team look even better because you just beat the Bella Twins. What? Okay. So I'm taking the Bellas. Nikki and Brie, let's go. Brie mode. Let's go.
Okay. Ed, I originally was gonna agree with you with Bailey and Lyra, but I'm gonna go in a different angle. I'm going for the retain. I think one, in the sense of Lash Legend, it keeps her elevated as a superstar because she's been huge since getting called up from NXT.
Wow.
And
Wow.
for me, it keeps Nia Jax out of the women's championship conversation. So I'm not going to complain about that in any sense because she needs to be out of that division for a while. And then, honestly, it keeps heel. I think sometimes heel champions are better to have, and then a SmackDown. I just hope that in the sense that they do retain that, like you said, if Charlotte and Alexa are nowhere near, they break away and they get into the women's championship conversation. So, but moving on from that, our next match is for the women's intercontinental championship between AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. What are your guys' thoughts about this match as a whole? Chris, I see your little
Because here's the thing,
okay,
right? And I was feeling this from the beginning. They've been feuding since freaking WrestlePalooza, if I'm
yeah,
remembering
this was the
correctly.
inevitable at the end of the day.
Okay, it was the inevitable, but I thought we were going to get a stipulation or something. This is the third
Exactly.
match. The first two matches were okay. Like nothing blew me out the water. It wasn't a Rhea Ripley match, a Bianca Belair match, even it wasn't any of that, right? Charlotte Flair match even. It was solid. It was fine. AJ Lee's first two singles matches since coming back. Woo, right? Um, I don't really listen. It's the two big names, so I'll definitely be watching. I think the build has been a little stale. I mean, they weren't even on one of the Raws in the last 2 weeks, and then the Raw after they did the interview, the face to face thing. Okay, um, I know for sure that um I think Becky's gonna win. I don't see AJ Lee keeping the title. Um, I'm gonna give it to Becky, and then hopefully Becky loses it to someone else sooner rather than later.
What about you, Ed?
Yeah, I want to see Becky win. I like her character thus far, but the feud with AJ Lee has been getting stale. It just needs to end.
So stale. End it now.
I will
That's the
say,
thing. Well, go ahead, Zach. Go ahead. I'm
I will
sorry.
say in their defense, their most previous promo was probably some of their best work. The promo that
Sure.
they had face to face was great, and it excuse me. In AJ Lee's sense, at least her promo game has gotten better since she's came back. So that's good in a sense. But before you get back to your point, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. AJ Lee's a part-time superstar. Becky Lynch is here at least for the full time because we don't know how much longer we're gonna have her because obviously I don't know if you guys saw on Real, like she came back and I think this might be her last contract or second to last contract with the company. So they need to get the championship back on her, get her that steam, and then have her lose it real quick so she can get back into the main event scene because her work as a heel over this past year has been one of the tops in all of the company without a doubt. So but I do think Becky Lynch should just win in solely in the sense that she's here more and then drop the title very quickly to maybe an NXT call up. That'd be pretty cool. Or someone who deserves to be maybe even a Roxanne Perez. I mean, we'll talk about it in the women's championship match, but I think maybe losing it to someone like that so we can have an actual women's intercontinental championship division with people that make sense in that division, I think would be huge for it. And those superstars involved. So, Ed, was there anything else you wanted to say about it?
Not really, no.
Okay. All right, moving on from that, our next match, Seth freaking Rollins, the revolutionary, the visionary, Seth Rollins against the ring general Gunther. Obviously, this match has been thrown together very quickly.
Ooh, we're heating up. Now we're heating up, okay? Now we're heating. Listen, um, I'll start out with this. I'll start off with this, right? I've been seeing a few different possibilities of what people think is going to occur post this match, right? Or why Gunther is now involved with Paul Heyman. I think we all can agree that eventually, being that Gunther said on Raw, you owe me much more than a thank you, that this is going to lead to him versus Brock at SummerSlam, retiring Brock Lesnar, continuing his career killer gimmick, right? Um, and I would agree with that. I think that's where we're leading. Okay. I don't know, however, what he's talking about when he's like, um, he said something like, "Oh, I attacked Seth for reasons that he doesn't even know or that he's not thinking of." He said that to Paul Heyman backstage. I don't know what that means, but hopefully we'll find out. Regardless of that, I think this match is going to steal the show of night one. Okay. I know people are like, oh, there's no story. Gunther just attacked him, whatever. I love it. This match is gonna steal the show. Even when they got in their little back and forth on Raw, I can see it now. These are two of the top and best wrestlers between any wrestling promotion today. Okay. Gunther and Seth Rollins. Gunther's gonna get the victory because you're not gonna have Gunther lose, especially with the streak he's on. You're gonna have him beat John Cena, AJ Styles, Goldberg, and the whole roster and lose to Seth Rollins. That's not gonna happen, right? So he's gonna win, whether it's from a Braun Breaker interference, since he is cleared now, okay, um, or not. I think Gunther's gonna win. But my assumption is that Braun Breaker is gonna come back and cost Seth Rollins the match. And Gunther's going to get the win. He's going to keep rising. He's going to add this to his belt of victories, and this match is going to steal the show, guys. I've been waiting to see Seth Rollins versus Gunther since when Gunther had the title, and since Rollins had the title, the World Heavyweight Championship, and they never. I'm so excited for this match. So hyped.
Ed, what about you?
Yeah, this is going to steal the show. I think the reason that Gunther attacked Seth Rollins was because of the whole escapade with Seth Rollins faking his injury way back when in SummerSlam. Because Seth Rollins was kind of involved in their match when he did cash in on CM Punk after he won. And maybe Gunther was jealous he didn't get a rematch or something. And since Seth has been feuding with Punk this whole time, Gunther has been an at the back of his mind. That's my reasoning for why Gunther might have attacked Seth. But yeah, they can hoop. It's going to be like a 5-star match. It's undeniable that these two are beasts in the ring. The only disappointing thing is Gunther still has a stain on his chest for like retiring John Cena in a very low. When John Cena retired, it wasn't very hoop worthy. It was slow. I didn't like it, and that might the bellwether WWE fans who like tune into the big ones like WrestleMania and John Cena's retirement may not like. They might turn this off because of what Gunther did. They might not expect as much as they got from Gunther, like in SummerSlam when he lost CM Punk.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not obviously we would obviously love to see Braun Breaker on the other side of this, but I respect them actually going to give this the proper build, and I think we'll see it. If we don't see it at WrestleMania, we'll see it the night after WrestleMania. Either he gets involved in this match, excuse me, but either way, I think he should get involved in this match so it can protect both wrestlers. It can protect Seth Rollins because then he didn't lose cleanly, but then
Right.
keep Gunther's win streak alive to get that momentum because it's a collision course to SummerSlam. Him versus Brock. It's gonna happen because now that he protected Paul Heyman, he wants Brock Lesnar. He wants another person to add to his checklist of the career killer, and it's right there in SummerSlam. So I think that's what it all loads read to. Like these guys, they're just fighting because they had nothing at the time, but they both have paths immediately after WrestleMania. I think we're gonna see it all throughout the summer. Gunther and Paul Heyman, and Gunther eventually popping the question. Then Paul Heyman has no choice, and he has to force Brock Lesnar into this match. So that's what I think, at
100.
least.
Zach, I couldn't have said it better. 100%. Exactly. I totally agree.
So, but moving on, so yeah, so are we all in agreement that probably Gunther is most likely to win this match?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
And it's good
not
because it gives,
cleanly.
if I'm remembering correctly, I think this is Gunther's first WrestleMania victory. I don't think Gunther's won at WrestleMania.
Nah, he
So
lost this. He lost to Sami Zayn and Jey Uso.
exactly. So this
This
works
is
out
hopefully his
perfectly.
redemption for losing to those two clowns.
This works out perfectly. Exactly.
Moving on from this, the match, I think this is a top 3 match on the card in my opinion. That's my prediction. What little time they gave this and what this feud has become is pure cinema. This is the type of match you sit back, you grab your popcorn, and you enjoy because it's going to be pure cinema. This is a top 3 match on the Mania card. The work they've done in the limited time they've had compared to the other joke of a match that we'll talk about later on is night and day. I'm pumped for this match. What are your guys' thoughts about it?
I want to hear you first, Zach. I want to hear who you have winning. I want to hear why you think this is a box office match. Like, what's so enticing to you?
the personal the personal ties it's given, the vignettes they've been giving, that like they've been given limited time and they've made the most out of every single moment. The vignettes they had. Stephanie Vaquer literally made Liv Morgan cry. The putas that Liv Morgan has just dropped freely. And I love the angle where they've let Stephanie speak Spanish instead of English because it makes her promos feel so much better and so much more authentic. These are two pure wrestlers. One who Liv Morgan, who's one of the best in the business, and She's one of the best wrestlers. And then Stephanie Vaquer, who's been on that rise. Then you throw the World Heavyweight Championship onto there. These two who've had no chemistry beforehand, like that, feel like they've been feuding for years. And it's something fresh for both of them. Stephanie Vaquer has been able to come up and have a feud with one of the best women on the roster. It's going to be a great match. And it also leaves a lot of questions because we were left on a cliffhanger on Monday night because Roxanne Perez was going to say something to Liv Morgan, but then here comes Stephanie Vaquer headbutting them, and they both, oh my God, the things they got on their head, both of them, was insane. But then she throws her into the TV, and this has just become so badass. Like it's to the sense where it's like it's authentic. It looks like these people hate each other, and I'm just respect the time that they've been given and the work they've been able to done with the limited time they're given. It's night and day between the women's matches, and this match is going to hit tremendously. But who I have winning, it's going to be Liv Morgan. Stephanie Vaquer has been great, but she's also new to this company, and she already got a very nice world championship reign. Yes, I wish she had more defenses. It sucks. But she's going to be in the company for a while. Liv Morgan is still going to be in the company for a while. But, Ed, you talked about this a little bit when they announced they were going to Italy, correct? Clash in Italy? Or Clash in
Yeah,
Liv Morgan has
passionately.
yeah, she has some ties there. And don't forget, putting the championship back on her opens some storylines within the Judgment Day, if you know what I mean. Raquel Rodriguez still hasn't done anything since Liv Morgan eliminated her for this chance. And then Roxanne Perez you kind of saw the workings of it before Stephanie Vaquer smashed their heads together. So I think Liv Morgan is going to win. But like I talked about, this is going to be a top 3 WrestleMania match. This match is going to hit. It's going to be great, and it's two great female wrestlers going at it in a absolute cinema match. That's how I feel.
And
Stephanie Vaquer has only defended her title 6 times against 2 women, Nikki Bella and Raquel Rodriguez. I feel like for her to get better footing on the main roster, she has to lose the title to Liv Morgan because there's story there and Liv has ties to Italy, and she could expand her matches. She doesn't have to be like this part-time defender where she just defends on PLEs. She can appear on Raws and defend, which she has for the most part, but very rarely. I I think the best course would be to like maybe transfer to SmackDown because we need a draft. We need a roster shakeup, and she needs more experience with other wrestlers from all brands because she came from Mexico or Chile to be
Yeah, Chili.
specific,
Mm-hmm.
and she has a different style of wrestling. So maybe she just hasn't found the right partner yet.
Chris.
um, um, so originally when Zach started viewing his, liking to this match, I was opposed. Okay. But as he kept going, he got to me, and I tend to agree. I think it's going to be a good match. Everything you said made sense. The build has been pretty good. Last Monday, that backstage segment was amazing. Like I was watching when when that happened, when Stephanie back here pushed Liv Morgan into Roxanne Perez, I said it scared me. It scared me, and then I was like, oh shoot! Then you're ramming her into the TV too. This is serious, right? I was like, wow. And then aftermath, you see the big balls on their head. Okay, what? Like it was that bad. I'm seeing things on Twitter like, oh, hopefully they get out of concussion protocol before the match actually happens, or else that match is going to be put on the shelf. I don't think that's going to happen, but it was put out there, right? I think it is going to be a good match. Um, I do have Liv Morgan winning. To you guys' point about Stephanie Vaquer and the fact that she's only beaten Nikki Bella and Raquel Rodriguez. I mean, she was a new come up from NXT, and she won the title relatively quick. So those opponents do make sense. Like, I, and I kind of see why she needs
Sorry
to
to cut you
lose.
off, but
Of
opponents
course,
that she won't lose to, like Liv Morgan, she
exactly.
has a legit chance of losing to, and most likely should.
Exactly. Right.
So
Exactly. So yeah, I like it. I don't really have much to say. I think it's going to be a good match.
yeah. Anything else you guys got left to say?
Nope. Not on this
Okay.
one.
Moving on. Give me 1 second. What is Pat McAfee doing in my main event of WrestleMania? Why is this image real? This is the easiest storyline. I'm getting all my frustrations out now, and then you guys can go.
Of course.
This is a match that needed no build. It's literally built off 20 years of legacy between the teacher and the student. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. The only thing you needed to do to build this was turn one of them heel, and they did that. But then you're getting freaking Pat McAfee involved because ticket sales aren't high. Maybe because the talent and production you're putting out there is trash. No wonder nobody wants to watch it. Ever since you moved to ESPN, you got Wepapalooza. You have an underwhelming Royal Rumble, an underwhelming. I honestly think War Games, underwhelming Elimination Chamber. I think, in my opinion, ever since you moved over to ESPN, ever since TKO has taken over, whenever they get their hands sprinkled in, it's complete. It's complete shit. And we've seen this story before, but last year, I swear to God, if I see Randy Orton raising his hand, I see Pat McAfee right next to him celebrating, it's literally John Cena and Travis Scott all over again. I'm it's ruined, I think, this match for me. Like, I'm excited in the sense just to see Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, but I'm not excited about the fact of how we got here. Like, if you told me not to watch wrestling going up to WrestleMania and I see this picture, I'm like, how the heck did Pat McAfee get involved? Like, and I don't get the deal with Pat McAfee. Like, I like the angle they do with Randy Orton, the whole phone call. What logical sense does Pat McAfee make in any sense of that? And then he's trashing on the company and all this crap. And then WWE's going back and sending Cody Rhodes out there to crap. And then you got the whole CM Punk thing. We'll talk about that at the end. But it's this whole thing, and it completely pisses me off. Why is he involved? Why is anyone involved? I they did better with Jelly Roll than Pat McAfee. They had Jelly Roll have one appearance, get him RKO by Randy Orton, solidifying that Randy Orton is heel again. But then the guy that's been calling him to act like this is Pat McAfee, a guy who's great at what he does, but I'm not going to take seriously in this grand scheme of things. I just think it's completely unrehensible. Anything you want to call it, I'm completely pissed off about it. You guys can go ahead, but I just had to get that off my chest.
There's not much to say. This match has been pissed on by TKO. They got their hands dirty when they didn't need it. They have a multitude of history. That Randy punted Cody Rhodes before, like back when he had black hair. There's enough history that no one needs to be interfering. The only way they can redeem this, in my eyes, is if like they have someone pay off Pat McAfee to like be at Randy Orton's side. Maybe Arn Anderson paid off Pat McAfee to be with Cody, to be against Cody, and then Arn Anderson comes out during the match. Maybe he paid off Pat to do some. I'm rambling. I don't.
It's because they ruined this so much
Yeah,
that any reasonable thing that we can think of, it's out of the question at this point because they've scrambled too many things too late, and no matter what they do, it's just going to be feeling It's not going to feel. It's not going to feel authentic, and it's just going to feel out of place.
I agree.
Chris,
My man JD from NY 206. He's a wrestling streamer. Shout out to him because he hits everything right on the nail. Um, in terms of this match, basically, um, uh, WWE right now is piss poor. Absolutely dog water. Okay, I can't even get as excited as you just were, Zach, because I feel you, but I'm tired. It's like I'm sick now at this point. There's nothing to even, you know, uh, uh, you're so correct. It's Travis Scott and John Cena all over again already. When I saw Pat McAfee out the right corner of my screen, I was like, are you kidding me? Out of all the options you had down the line, down the list, Ed mentioned Arn Anderson. You had Kevin Owens. You had The Rock. You had Cowboy Bob Orton. People even said Shane McMahon. Any of these would have made much more sense.
Ted
And
DiBiase.
it would have made much more sense in any regard rather than Pat McAfee. You know what JD from NY206 said? He said that it would have made, as crazy as it sounds, it would have made more sense for Randy Orton to be talking to himself on the phone
Exactly.
and hearing his own voices, as crazy as that sounds, rather than Pat McAfee. It makes absolutely 100% positively, atrociously, ridiculously no sense for Pat McAfee to be in this feud. They just butchered it. They put it together because, and again, I really cannot blame from the sources. I can't blame Triple H for this. I have to blame TKO and Ari Emanuel because they believe since ticket prices haven't been sold, they needed Pat McAfee to save them.
And
Excuse
Ari
me.
Emanuel is also Pat McAfee's agent, so
Exactly.
that tells you everything you need to
Everything.
know.
And Ari Emanuel definitely doesn't watch the WWE product on a day-to-day basis. He was just like, oh, just throw McAfee in there, and he doesn't watch the product.
Ticket sales are low. Oh,
Exactly.
what are we gonna get to get them up? We're gonna throw Pat McAfee out there.
And it's not going to do anything. It probably made people resell their ticket and send it off. Okay.
Exactly.
Um, the solution to this was what CM Punk said: lower the ticket prices. I know I'm getting a little bit, but if you know the TKO and the way that they've operated before TKO, the ticket prices were expensive. Now it's even worse. Just lower them. You don't need to bring in celebrities to get people to come in and pay to watch the thing. Just lower the prices. Pat McAfee has destroyed the whole product. And Zach, I agree with you. I'm not even my excitement for the match has dwindled 1,000%. I'm just excited to see Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton go at it. I still think they could have told the story better. They haven't really touched on legacy and things that they could have as much as they should. They could be going in so much depth with these two guys and just raw storytelling with, like you said, exactly what you said, the student and the teacher. It could be absolute cinema. This, like, if they could have done this right, this could have main evented night two. But they butchered it from the start. And at this point, the Fatal Four Way would have been a better option than this. And I really don't care. I would have rather watched the Fatal Four Way than this match because Pat McAfee is going to be on ringside. He's going to be involved. It's a whole. Anyway, I have Randy Orton winning. Okay, I think if Cody Rhodes wins, there's going to be a riot. Um, because Randy Orton's supposed to be the heel and he's getting cheered every week. Okay. I think Randy Orton wins. Whether or not we see a Cody heel turn or whatever, I'm not sure. I can't answer that for you right now. But Randy's gonna win. We'll probably get a rematch at Backlash. Um,
Or they'll do the same exact thing. Sorry to interrupt you. They'll do the same
no, go.
exact thing they did at SummerSlam. Have Randy Orton win because of a celebrity appearance. Have the celebrity go away forever, and then we get the actual banger match at SummerSlam.
You're
It might
exactly.
be the
And
same
also,
formula again.
and don't be surprised if Pat McAfee's in Randy Orton's corner. You know what other celebrity was? Don't be surprised if Jelly Roll pops up in Cody Rhodes' corner. Don't be surprised.
Or also, don't be surprised if we get Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton and Pat McAfee
Pat
at
McAfee at
Backlash.
Backlash, exactly, and that's going to be a bathroom break collectively. So
Exactly.
it's fine, whatever. This for night one and for the entirety of the card, it was cool. I like night one. I like the first two matches. Then I like Seth versus Gunther. I like Stephanie versus Liv Morgan. And it sucks to say this, it shouldn't be this way, but some of those matches that we just went over, I have more excitement for those than the main event. But that's just me.
They've ruined it so much that it should not even be a main event. That's how bad it is. That's what I think.
Yeah, Oba and Brock could have made evented over them.
Oh, we'll talk about that because there's a lot to talk about that. But Ed, before we move on, who do you have winning? Because I have Randy Orton winning as well.
I have Randy Orton winning off of
Okay.
some shenanigans.
Yeah. So, but moving on from whatever you want to call this piece of crap, moving on to night 2, and oh boy, do we have a first hour on ESPN? Oh God, oh God, this is peak right here. This is go. You talk about stealing the show. You look up the definition of stealing the show in the dictionary. You see the picture of this match right here because that is exactly what it's going to do. This match is going to be amazing. A ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. No better way you can do it. Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, Rusev, JD McDonough, and then you add Rey Mysterio. The amount of bumps, the amount of things that we're going to see in this match. Holy crap, this match is going to bang.
It's gonna hit. It's definitely gonna hit. I totally agree. It's definitely gonna be a show stealer. Um, I'm so glad they added Rey Mysterio. What they could have done, but ticket prices, woo, and everything. Of course, they have to spoil it. I would have loved for all the 5 men to come out at WrestleMania, and then Rey Mysterio comes out after. That would have been so much better.
Or even John Cena comes out, like John Cena, the host of WrestleMania, comes out like they did with the New Day and the Hardy Boys, and
Yep.
that would have been sick. But like you said, ticket prices are so down that they have to redo this stuff because they think it's just going to dramatically change. Sorry to interrupt you again, but the numbers have come out. Night 1 ticket sales are only at 39,000. Night 2, I believe, is only at 41, 42. That just goes to show you everything you need to know. But getting back to a positive light with this championship match, it's going to hit. Ed, what are your thoughts about it?
They're pandering to the rich celebrities when WWE was built on families. It's kind of bull. Very much bull.
I'll say this real quick, and then we can, I don't have much to say. I just think it's going to be a banger match. There's not much story here, so it's going to be a banger ladder match, though. One thing I will say, I don't understand how Rusev is on the card and Carmelo Hayes is not on WrestleMania. Okay, I'm sick and tired.
We'll get into that.
And throughout these weeks, I said, Rusev should be getting more fanfare. I like Rusev. He should not be on the card over Carmelo Hayes and even Solo Sikoa. Like, where you could have.
It's because it's all Raw superstars. That's
Still,
why
they could have did something. Triple H, Carmelo Hayes off the card. Really, Carmelo Hayes? Solo Sikoa has not been in any WrestleMania match for his whole career.
For Carmelo Hayes being a triple threat with Trick and Sammy, but he got injured, and that screwed up the card.
Oh, interesting.
I hope he's injured because if he's healthy and they didn't put him on there, woof.
Yeah. Who do you guys have winning this?
I have Penta retaining. He hasn't had the title first. Penta's gonna retain.
I have Javon Evans winning.
I agree. Those are both reasonable answers. If it's anyone else, then it makes no sense whatsoever. I do agree that Penta's retaining. Penta's been a godsend ever since arriving here at WWE, and they finally gave him the title. You got to keep the title on him, and I think that's what's going to happen. But don't be surprised when Javon Evans hits an OG cutter from the top of the ladder and this place explodes. So, but moving on, you thought that was a banger. I just need to give this match a moment of silence for how just the greatness is popping off the screen of how this match is. It's to the point where this is what we should be talking about as the night 1 main event, not whatever crap TKO pile of trash they want to throw together for night 1 and main event. This is your main event. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. It's the match of the two monsters. And the way they've been able to build this match better than their own main event for night 1 shows you everything that they need to know. Oba Femi, over the weeks, Chris, me and you saw it. Like, there was some pop for him when he made his debut on Raw after Mania. But as the weeks have gone on, this got louder, and the reaction for Oba has gone through the roof. It's going to continue at WrestleMania, and this match, I know I've said it a lot. This is another one. This is one of these 3 matches. Like, it's Stephanie versus Liv, the ladder match, and this match. Those are my those are the three matches I'm most excited to watch, and I think they're gonna be the three that hit the most. So, but what are you guys' thoughts about this match?
It's gonna bang. Meat, just two guys with big meat slapping each other. Well, that sounded wrong, but it's true.
Hey, you're good, but you're right. So, Chris,
It's gonna be a banger.
Um, Oba, Oba,
ooh,
oh. Here's my thing, right? It's gonna. I hope it's a banger. I hope I hope it's not one of those matches that Triple H gives for 5 minutes and it's like, oh, F5 and then thing and then
if it's just a
eh,
match full of finishers, then I'm gonna be very upset.
I'm gonna be upset. This has been the most built match of the whole card. I hope they get time too, because it's this and the ladder match for the first hour. I'm gonna assume that the ladder match is gonna go more time than this match. So I just hope this match isn't rushed, and I hope this match is given the time it should be given. Okay, and the best built match on the WrestleMania card, even over Roman Reigns and CM Punk to me, in terms of just content. Maybe not story wise because they have more of a story
Yeah,
past, but this match, the hype around this match has been more. That's what I'll say. That it's ridiculous. Um, and since they actually give Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton the main event, you you had to put this first, and I respect it because this is gonna set the tone for the rest of the night too, which is to me a better card in general. If I had to pick a winner, I'm gonna pick Brock Lesnar. I don't think Brock Lesnar is gonna lose before his retirement match, presumably against Gunther. This is Oba Femi's debut WrestleMania match, and basically his debut actual match really on WWE. I'm not counting anybody else, and those are just like practice matches. Okay, this is like his real debut match, and for WWE to give him the W, I wouldn't mind, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Their fans might riot, but they're gonna have to deal with it because I don't think they're gonna make rookie Oba Femi beat Brock Lesnar in his first match. Will they allow him to show his dominance? Hopefully, but Brock Lesnar, I think, really should get the win. Um, but it shouldn't be like Brock Lesnar kills Oba Femi. It should be, Brock Lesnar's older. It should be really close. It should be like Oba Femi almost won. Femi almost got him. But Brock Lesnar does take the win because then if Oba Femi beats Brock Lesnar right now at this stage of his career, he shouldn't be losing to anybody ever again, and that kind of sets the bar too high. Um, like he can't lose. So I would definitely give Brock Lesnar the win, but it's going to be a great match.
Ed.
I got Oba winning. He's too young. Maybe he's too young to lose. And
He's too young to
remember,
win. He's too young to win, Ed. If you make him win now, who does he lose to? And the next few opponents he faces, who is he going to lose to if he beats Brock Lesnar? Nobody
Roman
has beaten
Reigns.
Brock Lesnar. So no, you can't put Oba Femi versus Roman Reigns in the second match. No, 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 no,
Roman
no.
Reigns,
You're
Oba
gonna kill.
Femi,
You're
SummerSlam
gonna
2026.
you're gonna kill Oba Femi before he even. You're gonna kill his character. He has to build. He has to build on that. That's just me.
I want to see Oba win. And I think he's going to win. Maybe his loss causes Brock to spiral, eventually going against Gunther, trying to prove himself, and then he gets retired.
Okay, I'm agreeing with Ed. I think Oba Femi should win this match. Just in this
What?
so.
No, God. Oh, we not. I don't think we're understanding. Tell me. I have a question,
Let
Zach.
me
Zach. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
If Oba Femi beats Brock Lesnar, I'm asking you, where does he go from there? You're gonna have him lose now to other people on the roster once he already beat Brock Lesnar. You're putting the bar way too high. He's young. He's gonna end up like a Braun Strowman in 5 years. Nobody's gonna care. He's gonna end up like we have to.
You strike while the iron's hot.
The disrespect. How dare you? I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't this guy the guy who defeated the Undertaker's undefeated streak? What happened after that? He ended up winning the WWE Championship from John Cena. that
That's a horrible analogy. That's a horrible parallel.
how?
Brock Lesnar was already a step. Brock Lesnar entered the WWE in 2003, okay, and then he left and came back. This is a whole totally different ballgame. Oba Femi just got on the main roster.
Why is it any different? And Oba Femi dominated NXT. He relinquished the NXT title. He didn't have to do anything.
Sir, you're correct. He dominated NXT, not the WWE. There's levels to this. Brock Lesnar has already been there and done that before he beat The Undertaker. That just added to his resume. This is Oba Femi's first actual before he faced The Miz and freaking I don't even remember. And we're gonna have him beat Brock Lesnar? No.
But I understand that. But I also hope that you understand. This is the movement. This is going to be the transition. We have excuse me. We have 3 guys that were in NXT a few months ago, now on the main roster, now on WrestleMania matches. We saw it in WrestleMania 21 with the movement of John Cena and everyone else that won those matches and propelled them as the future of the company. It's going to happen. And Brock Lesnar, if he wanted to work with Oba Femi, I think, and he sees him as the future, I think if Oba Femi wins, but here's also the thing, do you think no matter who wins, this is a one-off? Because I think if Oba Femi still wins, you can still have another match or something like that. You can have Brock finish the steam. But I think Oba needs this win at WrestleMania to solidify himself as the next beast of this company. Because he is.
He's already solidified himself, Zach. Even if he loses this does not diminish Oba Femi in any way.
I understand that. But beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, he's untouchable. And it's like
exactly. No. I agree. He's untouchable, Zach. And here's my thing. Listen, ready? Yes, it's gonna be a great moment. But I don't think anybody's thinking about after, because nobody has answered my question. Once you beat Brock Lesnar, what are you going to go down and feud with Danhausen? Once you beat Brock Lesnar, where do you go from there? You're going to put him in a championship match and beat Roman Reigns like Ed said? What are we talking about? This is his first. The moment is great. Yes, Oba Femi beating Brock Lesnar. The question is what he does after that.
I know exactly what you do.
What?
There's a guy that might not be a champion after Mania. You have him have a feud with CM Punk. Who better for him to work with than CM Punk? That's what I think, at least.
It's too early. It's too early.
And
is he gonna win or lose? He's gonna win or lose. He's gonna win the World Heavyweight Championship already.
No. This is kind of spoiling my prediction. Punk isn't the champion. This is his first feud post Mania. Punk and Oba.
Sure.
They ran Punk and Brock Lesnar. Why not run it with Oba Femi? Although
who wins?
Oba.
So Oba Femi beats Brock Lesnar and CM Punk in less than 2 months, and then so basically the end goal for Oba is to be a world champion within year 1.
Yes. He's that good.
He is
that damn good.
Exactly. Thank you, Ed. Ed was talking about this very early on when we started this podcast. I was kind of trying to agree with him, but now I'm fully on his side because I understand the type of impact Oba Femi is. We had the summer of CM Punk. We're gonna have the summer of Oba Femi. The revolution of Oba Femi. That's what I think.
And I hope this isn't looking like because I love Oba Femi, but it's I don't want him to be built, because once you're built so fast and you're already at the top, then it's like, what else? You don't have anywhere else to go, and he's so young. I feel like you need to build slowly. Put him in feuds with people in the mid card first. Give us him versus Solo or something. Give us him versus
no. What do you think this is?
Yes.
That's disrespecting Oba Femi.
No, it's not. It's
not.
No, disrespectful would be Jeff Cobb.
You can get good content out of that. You can have Solo coming up. Oh, it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be great. But listen, I think Brock needs to win. Brock has to win this match. He has to win. Because now we're disrespecting Brock Lesnar. Let's not do that. Let's not disrespect
Why
Brock.
do we need to disrespect Brock Lesnar? He's already a certified Hall of Famer. Guy left the company in 2004, came back, dominated, and then could just show up when he pleases.
And why do we need to disrespect Oba Femi? He's already stamped. Just because he takes a loss You can still feud with CM Punk after, and they both CM Punk and Oba Femi can both lose, and they can still feud.
Here's the I'm sorry. Here's the perfect example. When you lose to Brock Lesnar, you get buried. Braun Strowman never beat Brock Lesnar. Where is he now? We were in this scenario 3 WrestleMania goes. Omos, he lost to Brock Lesnar. He's in
No,
freaking AAA.
no, Zach, these are horrible. You know why? Because Omos and Braun Strowman were never on the same level as Oba Femi already. Oba Femi, you guys are nobody was saying tell Omos to push Omos to the moon. Nobody cares about Omos. He needs to go back and he needs to be an ambassador like Titus O'Neil. He should not step back foot in the WWE ring. Okay, he's horrible, but I'm gonna take Brock Lesnar for the win. That's who should win. That's who needs to win this match. I'm taking Brock Lesnar. FA, FO, F5. Okay, let's go.
Okay. So, Ed, it looks like Chris will be upset then if Oba wins at Mania. I
I
guess that's our conclusion.
yeah.
Moving on. Our next match is Dominik Mysterio versus not Finn Balor, but the Demon Finn Balor. Oops, sorry. It's there, but basically, sorry. The Demon Finn Balor versus Dominik Mysterio. What are your guys' thoughts on this match?
It's gonna be Finn. I don't need to say anymore. It's gonna be Finn. I would bet my life savings on it's Finn winning. Listen to Finn and you'll win. I don't need to say much.
Oh, Zach, I totally agree with you. I don't even know much to say. I think it's going to be a banger match. The story's there. This was a top five build for WrestleMania in terms of content, in terms of matches. I'm taking the Demon Finn Balor. There's no championship on the line. Demon Finn Balor should win. And that's that. It's going to be a great match. It's an insane match, actually. The build has been great. Everything thus far with these two superstars have been amazing. And I'm so glad they brought the demon out. The only thing I would say is that stupid TKO could have saved it as a surprise, but it seems like they have nothing as a surprise anymore because they're trying to raise ticket sales and their only thing to go to is Pat McAfee and spoiling surprises. But Demon Finn Balor versus Dominik Mysterio. If Demon Finn Balor somehow loses, the whole company needs to shut down and they need to start a tennis league or something and just go away from wrestling. Finn Balor's the winner. Plain and simple. Done.
Once again, we did this a few weeks ago. I'm excited the Demon's back, but I once again have to play devil's advocate. I'm sorry. This should have been regular Finn Balor versus Dominik Mysterio. It should have been. The Demon comes out for special occasions.
This was a special occasion, Zach. He hasn't came out since WrestleMania 39 against Edge, where they buried him for some reason. This is the specialist of occasions. He got his back turned on by Dominik Mysterio. This is the special occasions. This is so special. What are we talking about? I just stopped you. You said
What?
special occasion. What are the special occasions? This is the most specialist of occasions. It's WrestleMania 42. He got his back turned on as the leader of the Judgment Day, so the Demon comes out. What are the special occasion? We haven't seen him for 3 years.
I'm sorry, but I think it doesn't. It just proves that he can only win by being the Demon. I think it discredits the character of Finn Balor. I think Finn Balor,
But
now that he's out of the Judgment Day and is a babyface, that they give him the opportunity to be Finn Balor and pull out the Demon when necessary. Like this could have been a feud that went just past Mania, solidify Finn Balor because he hasn't won as Finn Balor
no.
and not the Demon in a while. So what is this going to solidify? Yes, that he needs the Demon to win matches. I just think as Finn Balor is a character that's just not good, and if they were to be able to pull this out later down the road, I think it would have hit a lot more. It's still going to be cool to see the Demon in this match. But then another thing, we already know the Demon's coming out. Another thing about wrestling, the tickets being sold, that they have to reveal something big like this. But I'm just going to play devil's advocate because I think Finn Balor is a guy that deserves to be in some type of contention, and I think just rolling out the Demon here is just a rule for tickets, and it's like I don't think it solidifies Finn as like the Finn character, not the Demon Finn as a threat. Because say he wins this, but then he goes back to Finn Balor and can't pick up another win. What does that prove? Absolutely
He
nothing.
won't. I see what your point is. I see what your point is, but I think creative isn't that dumb where they're gonna have Finn Balor lose, especially like lose after WrestleMania, especially now that he's a face. I think everything's gonna change. I think we're gonna see him like Finn Balor. Finn Balor, I can see him taking the Intercontinental Championship over Penta eventually. What? Talk to me. That'd be tough. But I would. Yeah. I see your point though. But I'm gonna take Demon Finn Balor for the win.
Ed, you got Demon Finn too?
Yep.
Okay. I have Demon Finn as well. I just thought I would get that point off my chest. So, moving on. Once again, why one is Sami Zayn on my screen, and two, why is he holding the U.S. Championship? This will actually be. Can we get a moment of silence here for Carmelo Hayes? Like, okay, move. Why is Carmelo Hayes one not on here? This match I was perfectly fine with, but why is the U.S. Championship getting involved? Why? You had a guy that literally carried that U.S. Championship all throughout this year, deserved to finish it off by the card. You had a feud set up with him and Ilya Dragunov if you weren't going to run Trick Williams, and now you take the title away from him, and your two performers that carried that division most of the year aren't going to be on the card and aren't going to be able to get a reward for the work that they put in, just because they want to have a championship on a feud that didn't need one. Like, it's so stupid. Carmelo Hayes should be in this match, and like Ed said, hopefully, I'll hope. Obviously, you hope he's not hurt, but in this sense, you hope he's hurt because then what else reason are they not going to have him on the card? He literally carried this championship, and then you're just going to give it to the guy that doesn't need it, that is just going to be booed, and everyone will riot if he somehow walks out of Mania as a champion. Like, there's not much else I want to say about this. If you guys want to mention anything, and then we can get our two predictions, because I'm just honestly pissed off about that in that sense that they for some reason they thought it was a good idea to throw a championship onto this feud that didn't need it.
And I 100% positively agree. The only thing I'll say about this is that I hope that Ed is right about the fact that Carmelo Hayes is hurt. Because if he's not hurt and you just left him off the WrestleMania card to leave him off the WrestleMania card is absolutely atrocious. I said from months ago, Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship. As the weeks went on, I was like, oh, they haven't really interacted. Last couple weeks, I'm like, okay, maybe they're gonna do it. And like, okay, they had Carmelo Hayes lose. Okay, they're surely gonna have him win it back the next week, and with the rematch against Sami Zayn, that match was horrible. It was flat, and they had Sami Zayn win. Okay, Sami Zayn's getting booed out of the building because it's not just me. The whole universe is confused by this. Okay, this to me is even worse built and even worse, they messed this up more than the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes feud. Because at least that feud, you still have some excitement a little bit just because it's Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes in the story. And then it's just the main event. This match? Why are we getting this? What stopped you from putting Carmelo Hayes in this match? All it would have done was made people more excited. People were clamoring for it, and you didn't give it to them. I hope he's hurt, because that would be a piss poor decision. Because this match is no longer interesting. It would have been much more interesting with Hayes in there, because then you have the dynamic with Hayes and Williams. You have the dynamic with Hayes and Sammy. I just don't understand it. I'm mad about it, like you are. I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of done. If Sami Zayn wins, I've lost hope. But
If
whoop that!
Sami Zayn wins,
It's Sami Zayn wins. Oh my gosh, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. And I like you said, Zach, the three NXT guys, I just want to say something. Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and Oba Femi have probably been the best three call-ups, like as a group, in NXT in the last. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay, the probably
Probably since
ever.
at least the black or gold era.
Exactly, back and gold ever. You know, along, because it's either them, but then you have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn when they all came up that era.
Yeah,
But still, this was crazy. So we'll see what happens. Trick Williams better win.
agreed.
I only have one clip to play. if Sami Zayn wins. That won't work for me, brother. I don't. Trick needs this win. I think that was always a plan, but it's going to be a triple threat between Carmelo, Sammy, and Trick. And since Carmelo got injured, from what I saw on SmackDown, it's just Sammy versus Trick.
Well, at the end of the day, I think Trick should win the U.S. Championship. If
Yeah.
we don't, then there will be record to be
Hey Zach, I don't mean to interrupt you. But you're picking Trick Williams, right?
correct.
Okay. Can you? I think I know what unless we're all, hopefully we're all ready. I think I know what the next slide is. So if you would press the next arrow, I would like to go first on this one because, hopefully it's this one. I don't know if it's this one. I hope I want to see if it's this one. I'm
Uh,
not sure.
uh,
I'm not sure. I'm
I
not
know what
sure.
you're talking about, and it is. God.
Okay, let me. I would like to start, please.
Oh
Thank you. I would like to
God.
start. Everybody, please give me at least at least 2 minutes of your time, to present this all to you. Okay, we have haters in the building. Okay, we have haters in the building. His name is Zach. Okay, this match, Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley, for some reason it's been on your bad radar for the last couple of weeks. Excuse me. This is the precursor to us getting Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. That's what it is. This match, I'm so excited for it. It's two powerhouses going at it. Okay? Two powerhouse women going at it. The appeal on this match is going to be crazy. And although people say Jade Cargill's in ring is not that great, which sometimes I can disagree with anyway, Rhea Ripley's going to make that better anyway. Rhea Ripley's going to take her to the moon. This is going to be a great match, and you can't tell me otherwise. It's going to be a great match. The build the build's been fine. Okay? The build's been fine, but I'm excited for this match. Okay? And I'm telling you now, I can see it going both ways. I can see Jade Cargill retaining. I can see Rhea Ripley winning. I'm gonna lean towards giving Rhea Ripley the win, okay? But I don't know why we're slacking on this match so much when it's Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Would you rather have gotten Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton again? Oh, absolutely not. Don't shake your head yes, because I'll have a tantrum. Would you rather have gotten Jade Cargill versus Lyra Valkyria or Bailey or somebody like that? No, no, no. This was the best option. This was the only option. I didn't want to see Jade Cargill versus Alexa Bliss. Okay, I'd rather see this than Jade Cargill. Excuse me. I'd rather see this than Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair at this juncture. Easily. Easily. Rhea Ripley. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You know why?
We don't need more Rhea Hogan and Jake Goldberg. We talked
Oh,
about this.
so you rather have Charlotte Hogan? That's what you rather have, and you think it's accurate for Alexa Bliss
I'd
to
rather
beat
have
Jade?
Alexa Bliss. Yes,
Alexa
definitely.
Bliss. Alexa Bliss is not beating Jade Cargill. Alexa
Rhea
Bliss's
Ripley's
time.
not even on SmackDown for
Hey,
crying
Zach,
out loud.
Alexa Bliss's time as the top as champion was 2017, 2018, 2016. She was gone for 4 years. She's not beating Jade Cargill. She's no longer on that level, and everybody knows it. She had a big pop at the Royal Rumble. She's no longer on that level. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill until someone takes over that mantle for there no more to be Rhea Hogan, who's got main event after main event after main event because she's earned it and she's the best women's wrestler on the card, then someone can take it from her.
She's
There's
not the
no
best women's wrestler on the
Yes,
card.
she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's the top draw. She's the
Lisa
top
Report
merchandise.
says it.
Oh
Becky
my God.
Lynch.
I've rested my case. This match is going to be great. I'm picking Rhea Ripley. I'm so excited for this match. And I'll say this. I'm more excited for this match than Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan. I'll book it now. It's not even close. Are you serious? It's not even close. It's not even close. This match is, and maybe the build for Stephanie might have been better. The build for the Raw match might have been better. This match is going to be better. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
We'll see next week.
just going back on what you said, I just want to make sure I heard this correct. You said the build has been what?
That's the building's been fine. I think that's what I said. The building's been fine.
It's been the biggest piece of crap I've ever seen in my life. They tried to run the Gunther Jimmy Uso angle on Monday night, and that was the weakest crap I've ever seen in my life with Io Sky. A few kendo stick shots, and then the Jaded. Jade doesn't have any stability as the champion. She's had one title defense for crying out loud. And quite frankly, for her to be considered a top female superstar, she has to win this match because the title has elevated her more than she's elevated the title. And with the only thing that's going to save her is if she remains the champion and we get Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill. Because now, don't forget, Jade Cargill has her top. She has her faction now with Michin and BFAB. Don't forget they have that.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but real quick. Hopefully this happens. This is my dream. If Rhea Ripley wins because Bianca Belair interferes and costs Jade Cargill the title, and we know the history with that, with Naomi and Bray, that to me would make the most sense, and I would love that. But I don't know if she's ready to come back, but we'll see.
Well, let me ask you this, because you tried to make the argument for what does Oba do. What does Rhea Ripley do if she wins the Women's World Championship? She's a Raw superstar. The only reason she's come over to SmackDown is because she won the Elimination Chamber.
Hey, Zach, what have we said in the last few weeks about the SmackDown's women's roster? It's abysmal.
Send her over. Doesn't matter at this point.
Send her over to SmackDown. SmackDown needs it. Raw doesn't need it. Send her to SmackDown. You know why? Then you can do Rhea versus Alexa Bliss since you want to do Alexa Bliss. Woo! Rhea versus, brother, I don't know. But it's gonna be better than. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm gonna say.
And before we move on to the last match, how dare you say this is going to be better than Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer? That's blasphemy. That's straight blasphemy.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. You'll see
a
when
storm,
this.
A storm is coming. A storm is coming.
Hurricane Jade Hogan and Hurricane Jade Goldberg and Hurricane Rhea Hogan is coming, and it's going to destroy WrestleMania. That's the storm that's coming. It's a hurricane. It's going to destroy everything. It's Hurricane BFAB and Michin and whatever the heck that faction is. So, but as we get toward the tail end here is our main event for WrestleMania, Night 2, and to end the show, we've known this for a while. We knew this is the second, basically, Roman Reigns came out on February 2nd on Raw to confront when CM Punk came out to confront Roman Reigns. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, World Heavyweight Championship match, the end-all be-all main event of WrestleMania. It's obviously, there's been some ups, there's been some downs to it. There's been a lot of words said, a lot of stuff that could have been said and hasn't been. But what are you expecting out of this main event to end WrestleMania and honestly leave the firm statement for this past year of WWE as a whole?
I think Roman Reigns will win, but they're going to force Triple H's hand because of that shoot promo Punk did on the greediness of TKO. So they have to punish him, and for that shoot promo, I think in some way, not because Triple H wants to, it's because TKO is going to come down on his ass if he doesn't. Maybe The Rock is on the board, and I think Roman Reigns will win through some chicanery backstage, and it won't be shown on WrestleMania.
What do you mean by that?
The Rock's gonna put his boot up Triple H's keister and force Roman to win.
Okay.
But it won't be shown, so it'll just be like Roman winning cleanly.
Okay.
I've seen people saying that they think The Rock will get involved at the end of this. Since we all know that Saudi Arabia's horrible, unwatchable WrestleMania is going to be next year. People are, I've seen rumors about Rock coming back and them doing a type of thing that Rock did with John Cena in terms of creating the match a year ahead and, that being the headline. So I can see Rock coming back, costing Roman Reigns in a way, and CM Punk retaining. My thing is this, right? I'm not expecting it because every time we bring up The Rock in conversations, moods get depressed and my brain just
You
goes
can't
numb.
commit.
Okay. So I don't even really want to talk about him. I think we should go into WrestleMania with the mindset that The Rock will not be there. And why should he, right? Honestly, I think we go into the mindset Roman Reigns or CM Punk. Boom. The only thing that's kind of taking me out of that is because Roman Reigns did say in the beginning of this feud, he was like, any of the Samoans that want to get involved, he said, talked about our family, right? He was like, do it before or after, but at WrestleMania, I got him. Stay away. And he made sure he made that clear. That's one of the reasons why I think maybe Rock might try and help Roman and it might go the wrong way or something like that. I don't know how that's going to work. But either way, the build has been solid. It's been a top 5 build. Roman Reigns' last promo on Raw was great, magnificent. That's why he's the best in the world. Um, and I think we'll see both of them on Monday one last time. It's going to be great. If I had to choose a winner, um, I would probably choose CM Punk. Um, I don't know if they're going to give Roman Reigns the title back. I know this is a different title. It's the World Heavyweight Championship, where he was the undisputed title, and he kind of looked at that. He kind of made that like the B title.
Yeah,
Um,
he called it the loser's title.
yeah. So this would it's already been elevated through CM Punk. It's like, it's neck and neck with the other one now, in my opinion.
Mhm.
But I would pick CM Punk to win. I'm interested to see the ending of the match because I have no clue. I would be surprised if it's a clean match. I'm assuming the ref's gonna get knocked down or something. Something's gonna happen. It's the WrestleMania main event, so that's why anything could happen. That's why we could see The Rock. But if it's a clean match, I feel like people are gonna be disappointed. But they shouldn't be. It's gonna be a good wrestling match. Hopefully, CM Punk should get the win. Roman Reigns we probably won't see until SummerSlam, and we ball from
Like
there.
always.
Like always, he'll probably be there the Raw after, maybe, but if he loses,
That's
probably
how it
not.
was last year.
So, was he even there the Raw after?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he got speared by
He
Braun Breaker.
You're right.
and then
You're
he
right. I
was
was
out with injury from just a
right.
spear for
Good.
like
Good. Yeah.
until Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I just think I like the Punk pick. It's gonna be. I gotta be Tribal Chief. I think it's gonna be Roman Reigns because let me talk to you about this. I know a little bit LA Knight there, but let me talk to you
Let
about
me
this.
talk to you.
I think we're in a collision course. If this isn't actually real and they're still building a storyline, I think they're setting it up for TKO versus WWE, and Roman Reigns will be on TKO side. And who better to have the villain on the TKO side as the champion? Both champions, like you have Team WWE versus Team TKO. I could see it now. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, both not champions anymore, representing Team WWE, and then you have Roman Reigns and Randy Orton, both not heel champions, but like bad guy champions on the other side, representing TKO because one with The Rock and then Randy Orton. And that's what I think they're setting up for. And I know that sucks to just make that prediction. I hope The Rock doesn't show up. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up. This might also be the angle to get Zillava 2 introduced to the WWE. And I think that'd be the perfect. Say he costs.
Bloodline Part Two. I mean, this is like, ah,
I mean, the Usos don't have the titles anymore. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what the heck is going to happen. It's been so hectic and so crazy that no matter what we say, they could pull something else out of the magic hat and we'll be like, "What?" It's not even like we'll be shocked, excited. We'll just be like, "What? What is going on?" That's just how I feel right now. This WrestleMania, that's why I gave it a 7.5 before we started in excitement level because they've left us with so many questions, not any a lot of uncertainty, no clarity and a lot of sense. And I'm hoping it can deliver, but I said this today to somebody I talked to. they flop this WrestleMania, it's going to be a rough year leading up to next year's WrestleMania. That's all I have to say. So
I agree.
I agree. That's all I have to say as well. You hit that great. That's great.
yeah. And as we wrap things up, don't forget that both nights, as we mentioned, will be live on ESPN. The first hour on ESPN2 on Saturday, and then on Sunday, April 19th, the first hour will be live on ESPN. But other than that, that is all that we have for you guys. We hope you enjoyed our WrestleMania 42 predictions. We don't know when we'll be back with you guys next. We might be back for WrestleMania reactions, but as all three of us come for the school year to an end, we'll have more clarity on a schedule once we're all done for the semester
Yep.
and have a better schedule for that. But like I said, we don't know when we'll see you next. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and hopefully, like we're not all talking about, WrestleMania is a hit, and we come back on here next time for our reactions, and we're excited on how WrestleMania
And
went.
how accurate we were.
Yes. So
Right, and Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill stealing the show and being a better
Nope.
match than Stephanie
stealing the
back
show
here
is a little much,
and Liv
man.
Morgan. I mean,
It's a little much.
Ah,
So, but yeah, that's all the time we have for you guys. We hope you enjoyed. Zach, Chris, and Ed signing out here on CWS WWE Breakdown. Peace, guys.
Deuces.